Hi, welcome to The Skinny. This is Kelly, and yesterday at the Weight Watchers scale, my crown was revoked. Kim took it from me. I gained a pound. Look at her, she's so mean. I gained a pound yesterday, and it was unexpected, but at the same time, I'm a turtle, so I know sometimes I have to lose the same weight a couple times before I get past it. So, you know, I'm in acceptance mode at this point. I went through grief and all the other emotions yesterday. So here I am, and I'll lose it this week. So
I had Kim, and I had a great weigh-in. I lost 0.8.
woohoo!
Woohoo! For a total,
0.8, closer to 100.
yes, total of 96.2.
Yeah.
So
It's
my
always
goal
good.
is August is going to be my month to hit that. So I'm excited.
My goal for August is to be good and entrenched into my beyond 75.
Yeah, kind of get over that hump toward the 80.
And then get into my 130s, which will take me to goal.
Closer to goal. Yeah.
Yep. So Friday I had a client meeting, and at my meeting, it was a client I hadn't seen in a little while. She had seen me through my Weight Watchers process. She didn't know I was on Weight Watchers, but knew I was losing weight. So after the meeting, she left, and then she called me and asked. She's like, I want to lose some weight, and I've noticed you've lost a significant amount. What are you doing? And at that point, I was just like, oh, Weight Watchers. And she asked some questions. And we've had friends and acquaintances and people who have started on the journey after, learning about Weight Watchers through us, and they've asked us questions. So we thought we'd do a Q&A because I think some people who are watching may or may not be, maybe they're not Weight Watchers members, or maybe they're Weight Watchers and they're new, or maybe they're Weight Watchers and they're online, and some of these questions have to do with meetings, etc. So we thought we'd do a little Q&A to answer some of those questions.
Okay. I'm going to ask the first question. Can I drink on Weight Watchers?
Why do you ask me that?
Because you like your cocktails.
I do like my cocktails.
You do like your cocktails.
Yes, you can drink on plan. It's you treat it like food. So I don't necessarily like to drink my points, but I will if I can't take it anymore, because I love sangria. That's a thing for me, and I miss sangria, and sometimes I really want one, and sometimes I really want a cosmopolitan. Yeah. They're a little bit, and sometimes it's a trade-off. If I don't have it, I don't drink as often because it's, it's something I can say, but there are people I think who they drink a glass of wine a night. For me, it's like instead of having a snack for my points, maybe they're having a glass of wine a night. So, and they're counting that. So if you can count it in your points and it's important to you, yeah, you can make it work. Okay. I'm going to ask you, do you have to write everything down that you eat?
Here's the thing. Yes.
That's your question.
No. And here's what I mean by writing it down. You don't have to do the paper tracker if you do not choose to. They have one. If you have a smartphone, you can download the app and track that way, where you pull things up, put your item in, type it in, select it. Oh, that's the one. Track it. It does the math, deducts your points. It does all the work for you. You can build a favorites list in that. Anything that you do a lot, eat a lot of, you can hit the star, and it builds on your list. Easy peasy, it moves you along. You don't have to do any of the writing down.
Right. And I think think about it. I mean, we did Weight Watchers when there weren't smartphones.
Yeah, you wrote everything down. So I've done that before. And this is so much easier. But some people really need to actually physically write it down.
Yeah.
That works best for them. You have to do whichever one's best for you. But if writing it down is holding you back from trying Weight Watchers, then try it, and as long as you have a smartphone, you can try it the other way, and it is so easy and so convenient.
It's amazing.
It is.
Question for me?
Is the plan hard?
Well, actually, coming off of that, they've made it so much easier because I did it in the past, and it's to me, Weight Watchers is easier than ever. And I think too, as you work the program, I mean, you start off learning it and then working it, and then and eventually you live it.
You're a little
and it becomes, it seems like there's so much. And don't let that, especially if you're still a new Weight Watchers and you've only been doing it for 2, 3, 4 months. I know it feels overwhelming sometimes initially, and I know it feels like it feels like, gosh, am I always going to have to do all this work? But eventually that work becomes a way of life. and it becomes habit, and it doesn't feel like work. Trust me.
It's true.
After doing it for 2 years and 7 months, it doesn't feel like work to me. It really feels like life. And it's not like, oh my gosh, I hate this, is horrible. No, it's just how you live, and it's easy to me.
Okay.
I love it. So my question to you is, will other people know what I weigh?
No. When you go to a meeting, they do not know what you weigh. They do not announce your weight. You go in, and for example, ours has like 3 little like cube things, and everybody's out in line outside, and you go in, there's an opening, and the open stays open. But when you go in and you get on the scale, you see a box that's flat, and you see your weight, and the person who's weighing you in sees your weight on the computer screen, and they won't say your weight. They'll say, you're down a pound, or you're up 0.5, and that's about it. And they put your stickers in your book and all that good stuff, and you move along. No one says it out loud. It's not announced. You're not expected to share your weight with anyone. We don't discuss anybody's specific weight.
I mean, we'll celebrate losses and stuff, but you're right. We're never gonna. No, there's never gonna be like
that
is
really something that keeps you from going to a meeting. That is not an issue. It is a non-issue. Okay.
What's the question for me?
Segueing in. Do I have to go to meetings?
No, you can do it online. But I personally love meetings. I think if you've never gone to a Weight Watchers meeting and you're online and you're struggling, and we've said this before, try a meeting. I absolutely love my meeting. I can't imagine having done this journey without it. For me, it's been key, to having a connection with a leader who's really great and who really motivates you, and then also other members who motivate you, that you watch their weight loss, or you see them in their honeymoon phase, and that inspires you. It re-energizes me every week, and I can't say enough about how much I love it.
It's a starting point every week.
It is. It's like a new week. And if you try a meeting and you're like, this is not the meet, I don't know if I like this. Maybe it's just not the right time or not the right leader. Try another one. Don't discount the fact that sometimes it's just a connection with a different type of leader, one who's a little maybe more outgoing or a little bit more aggressive. Maybe you need somebody who's real amped up, or, it's finding the right fit. And I love it. I think it's made all the difference in the world for me. Let's see. Let me ask you.
Okay.
Do you have to eat Weight Watchers food?
You do not. You can get Weight Watchers food in the grocery store. You can also get different foods in the actual meetings. Our meetings have a storefront. And you can get food, and some of my favorite things are in there, like the strawberry oatmeal, which I make my strawberry and cream banana bread.
Yeah.
I love the barbecue pop chips they have, and I love
those
the
are my
Nacho
favorite.
Supreme crunchy things that are like crunchy.
Because they're 2SP and they're so good.
And they're so good. They're so delish. So they do have a lot of things that I love.
Yeah.
So yeah, you don't have to. It's there for you if it's convenient. It's there for you if you want it. Oh, can I eat out?
Ooh, yes, you can. I think that we've had people say, I don't want to feel like my life is restricted because I can't go out with friends, or I can't do this and that. And that's again the beauty of Weight Watchers. It's you're gotta live life. Everybody wants to go out and have dinner with friends and coworkers, and it's just being able to making smart choices. And I think too, it all kind of wraps back together. But the longer you're on the plan, the easier it is to work on the fly on that. But we've gotten really smart about, restaurants you've been to, you know what you can eat there. But if it's a new restaurant you've never been, going online, looking at the, what's on the menu, and thinking, you learn that what's really lighter here, breaking it down, and it can be done. So yeah, you got to live normal life, and that's what's so great about Weight Watchers.
Okay,
so I'm going to ask you. Do I have to work out?
We are clearly proof positive that you do not need to work out. I feel like I'm using this a lot today. We are not workout people.
We are activity
people. We like to bike. We like to swim. We like to walk.
Yeah.
we do these things. Today, for example, we went to our Cincinnati Zoo. Speaking of exercise, we walked a lot. Got 10,000 steps in pretty quickly today.
Lots of hills.
Lots of hills.
It's really great.
Lots of great stops to see animals.
We'd go one way and think, oh, we got to go back all the way over there to see the elephants. And you have to go all the way to the other side of the zoo.
It's one big, huge loop.
But then you end up going right back that way.
Yes.
So it's a lot of walking. Things like that make for a great way to get activity and points in. And I think that's awesome. I love that.
Today, we got to see some lovely Galapagos turtles.
We did. I've never done this at our zoo.
Excited.
But we love the turtles because we are turtles.
We are turtles.
So they have a little turtle experience where you can actually go in this little thing and pet them. You can touch them. They're adorable.
And they're huge.
Look
See,
how
all
big
three
they are.
of them came running like dogs.
But they're actually really young turtles.
So we don't know if they're boys or girls yet.
They're very young. They live to be 150, which is crazy.
See?
And these are small. I mean, they're like in teenagers, I think.
Yes.
They're not even
crunching on celery.
They were amazing. So that was such a fun experience for us to get to pet little turtles. They're our people.
And apparently they can feel the sensation when you pet them. And apparently, a fun fact, the color they see the best is green.
Yeah, it was awesome. So for
they
us,
said if you have bright colored shoes on, they will chase your shoes, thinking that it's food.
But it was a neat experience because, like I said, we really we were connecting to the turtles. So
on our Pinterest,
if you follow us on Pinterest or don't follow us on Pinterest, you can find us at the Skinny on Weight Loss and just search members instead of boards, but members. And one of our boards is called Embrace the Turtle. So we'll share some of our turtle pics on there too.
We love turtles.
But so speaking of turtles, like we have been, my non-food favorite today is it's a little turtle. He's a little turtle statue, and he's made out of wire and a rock, and he's got little washers as eyes. And I bought him at a fair a couple weeks ago, and he's going to go in my garden.
He's cute.
Isn't he cute? I love him. He's my new favorite thing.
You named him?
I have not, but I love him.
Love him.
Isn't he cute? I need to take a picture of him and put him on our board too.
And I was at the zoo, went into the gift shop, and I own this bag already with elephants on it. And I love it because it's great for summer usage. And found that same long bag, crossbody. Turtles. It's a turtle.
It's so cute.
I saw it and I grabbed it. It's the only last one.
So cute.
In heaven. So that's my favorite non-food thing.
Here's my food favorite.
And well, hold the phone. What? While we were there, we had lunch.
Oh, that's
and we worked our lunch out. We didn't want a hamburger or a hot dog or anything. It's hot out. So we actually got a kids meal, which is plenty of food. And we had the one with the Uncrustable sandwich and peanut butter and jelly, which peanut butter is great protein. It's filling. And that was 7 points. Applesauce came with it. We told him to skip it, and I'll tell you why in a minute. And then it came with this, which was 4 SPs. So 11 points for lunch, and it was filling.
We had a 0 applesauce.
It was
we had
workable.
The crackers.
Brought my own applesauce. You can take your own food in if you want.
And then it was plenty of food. It was really great. But that's, again, being able to make the program work. And usually you can figure most things out. It's pretty easy.
It was good. It was perfect.
So my food favorite this week, we love Kodiak cakes. We eat them on a regular basis. Because they're actually
very filling.
Very filling and very light in points. But this one is the dark chocolate. And I have to just say, OMG. This is like, oh my goodness. We did.
We bought a waffle machine.
Bought a waffle maker. And it's a half a cup of this and a half a cup of water is 6 SPs, but it creates a waffle because it makes 3/4 cups of liquid, which is what goes in our waffle maker. So put this in the waffle maker. It made a good sized waffle. We split it. Dark chocolate waffle, hot. She had half, I had half.
With only 1/4 a cup of
vanilla Halo Top,
which was 1 point.
And then a little bit of chocolate light syrup.
5 SPs for the whole thing.
Oh my God.
It was decadent.
It was decadent. This stuff.
Chocolatey goodness right there.
All I have to say is, you Kodiak people, I heart you so big.
Oh yeah.
I can't say enough about this. If you've never tried these and you love pancakes or waffles, Oh my gosh! I mean, I eat the original is probably one of my favorite.
The original's the lowest, and when you look for the Kodiak cakes, it'll say like up here original.
That's the lowest in points, and that's what I mean, on a regular basis, I'll eat pancakes with blueberries at night for dinner. But I can't say this is a dessert that's amazing. It makes a great dessert.
Yes.
I heart you so much you can't take it.
No.
I tell you, it's my favorite thing.
Was actually this, which is I guess it's Musselman's light cinnamon applesauce. It's a pretty big cup, 0 points, and it tastes like the middle of an apple pie.
I want to try
this to the zoo.
I want to try using this in a dessert recipe.
Yes,
like heating it.
Well, I had an idea, and I think I want to try it. Those little mini angel food cakes that have the indent. Yeah. I think there are 3 or 4 recipes. You could put this inside on top of it, heat the whole thing, pull it out, either put fat-free Cool Whip or vanilla ice cream, so it's apple pie a la mode.
Oh my goodness.
I want to try that. I totally want to try that. I think this week I'm going to try to find those little angel food cakes and make that happen.
We always think of dessert.
It's always the dessert.
And we work backwards.
But yeah, it's dessert first.
How many points do I need for dessert?
Although,
take that from your 30 and then work backwards.
Although I have to say, I did find a recipe on Pinterest that I pinned on our board.
Yeah, we have some Weight Watchers.
I'm going to try. It's an actual enchilada, but I'm going to alter it. They have it the way they have it. I would substitute the cream cheese for the fat-free or the reduced fat, and I will substitute the cheese for the lighter version. So I will substitute on that recipe.
Yeah,
and we'll let you know. Weight Watchers recipe builder and see what we come up with.
Yeah, so definitely we've definitely got
Mexican, of course.
Mexican, of course. We've got some Weight Watchers meals, and we have got some Weight Watchers sweet, and one's more of the savory dinners.
Yes.
But there's a ton out there on Pinterest that you can find, and it really makes it easy to.
And I actually watched a video on this one. The one I pinned has a video on how to make the enchiladas. Took very minimal ingredients, and I'm definitely going to try it because we love Mexican food.
I love
so
you,
much.
Pinterest.
Aren't you? I'm going to make some changes to it, and we'll see what happens.
Okay. We can report that back later.
Report back. Hopefully we'll be reporting back on it next week because I'd like to make it for dinner one night.
Enchilada sounds good. You make that happen.
Make that happen.
And we will see you later.
Bye.
Bye.